Hello, hello. I found the perfect game. You're basically owning your own blockbuster called Retro Rewind. Here's the demo. The Retro Rewind soundtrack is fully produced in-house and is unique to the game. No copyright issues. That's awesome. Pretty sure I got that. Okay. Let's go ahead and play. Not gonna lie, I played one in-game day. I'm just gonna go ahead and start over. I love it. It says it's 1990, the golden age of movie rentals, and your dream is about to become reality. You are now the proud owner of a video store. Your first day is about to begin, but the shop needs a little love. Time to set up a few shelves, buy some movies, and decorate your store before your first customers walk through the door. Kinda wish we could have seen. W's forward, spacebar to jump. And crouch. Okay, access the catalog. I love their faces. Located in the office. And look at this. It is so... It's screaming blockbusters. Oh, return desk. I didn't see that last time. Huh. Oh. Is this a movie or is this like an ad? Oh, I thought that was gonna be like cameras. Okay. To be honest, I kinda like that. And here's our computer. Oh my goodness. Even the color. The colors remind me of like Family Video. No, I was about to say Family Dollar. Okay, using the catalog, order 3 shelves to display your movies. Okay, I actually want to look at this. Slush machine, popcorn, cotton candy? Oh, cool. Snack shelf, refrigerator, candy dispenser, arcade, and clearance. Oh! Yeah, that's smart. I love it. Four rows. Oh, new release. Okay. Alright, they said 3. Pick up your new shelves in the back store. All ordered items will be delivered there. Oh, I was like, what is this? Crime, romance, action. Okay. Door level unlocks. Oh. Oh, I love this. So we can see what's coming. It's great. So shelf, slush, sci-fi. I didn't unlock anything last time. Starting is horror, drama, and adult. And then there's clearance bin, new movie genre, popcorn. Oh, I can't wait for staff. Definitely need staff. An arcade, that's cool. A well-decorated and fully equipped store attracts more customers. Good to know. My goodness. So even in the demo, we can expand to all those places. So I wonder if in the demo, you're just locked into 3. And then you can play as long as you want. that's the case, that's cool. It's the first day. Oh, nice. Today is sunny, tomorrow's rainy. And there's a task list that will be there. Tape dealer Tuesday and Thursday. Fridays and Saturdays tend to be extra busy. Expect more customers. That's good to know. Let me go ahead and get this stuff. Oh, yeah. All right, these are the shelves. I love this. Rotate. Use the move tool V to pick up and move objects. Okay. Mm-hmm. Use your design tool to change the look of the walls, the floor, and the ceiling. Oh, I'd only changed the walls. You can modify some objects. Like the shelves and the checkout counter? Oh, cool. Mm. Oh, I like that. Huh. Yeah, I think I like that one. With the white, yeah, that looks best in my opinion. Middle with that and that. Yes. Oh, oops, middle with that and that. Okay, okay, okay. Let me do the ceiling. Oh my goodness, that reminds me of school. Of course, I like that better, but... Okay. Ooh. Stop it. This. I love that. Doesn't say how you... Get out. Okay, we cannot have plain floor. More like for a movie theater. Oh, that's too much. Does that go with... I mean, it's not gonna go. But I like it. You can be loud and obnoxious with it. I'm gonna go wood. We have wood shelves. Do wood there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I really like that. That's too much. Wait, I can't see the whole thing. Okay. Oh! It has the neon lights at the top. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I gotta use that for like new. I don't like that. Looks like a bathroom. That really looks like a bathroom. Okay. That's my favorite color out of all of those. Is that going to be too much? I mean, probably, but it's not like I've let that stop me in the past. We don't want that. I know that for a fact. I don't know. I like that. I do feel the need to change that though. No. I think I want that. As like, as that is. Even though the wood is very 90s. I feel like I have to change the top. I think white probably. Oh, wood actually. Wood works. Wait. Oh, it goes all the way around. Other floors. I don't have any white floors. Honestly, as ugly as that is, I mean, that goes. Because it's plain. Okay, oh. Okay. Let me get this together. Log in. Oh, I'm still in the design tool. In the market tab. Free. And I mean, we have money. I love the fish. Oh my goodness. That keyboard. Drop and place them on your shelves. Oh, I'm throwing stuff. My hands are full. The king's sofa. Drama. Let's do drama. Lightkeeper's Trophy drama. The Wraith. Gone by Midnight drama. Big toe lurking in the field. I can't. The bridge behind the voodoo doll. Retirement with my wolf. The breakup over the bath. That is very traumatic. Comedian in Tim's room. Basement keg torture. The mailman tragedy. They got creative with these movie titles. Oh, my hands are full. The Wraith. Oh, we have two The Wraith Gone by Midnight. Yeah. Retirement with my family. We have two of those. Oh no, retirement with my wolf, retirement with my family. Pawns and Godfather. The mind reader always watching. The appliance is perfect sunset. Like the brave little toaster. Smoke filled studies. Sunset dessert. I want to start at the top. Let's start at the top. The blood sucking love seat. The fighting hitchhiker. The neighborhood medicine stalker. Good, there's more horror. Oh my goodness, what is this? The demonic medicine. The werewolf will see you. Ew, who is that in the window? The Outsider's Last Melody. Frying Pan Ghost Story. My Bear Called Never. I almost put that in horror. That's horror, yes. Midnight Gas Mask Drive. Ew, the dead milk is alive. The fast food that followed you home. Death to the Den. The scary music in the cornfield. Okay. Use the time clock to save. You can use the employee time clock to manually save your progress at any time. There is an autosave feature at the beginning of each day. That's cool. Once the shelves are stocked full of movies, turn on the open sign next to the front door to start your day. All right. I see you looking. Just come on in. Just come on in. What else you gonna do? Copper kettle. Oh, ice cream store. Ice cream shop, I should say. Can we go through here? Probably not. Yeah. Don't leave your store unattended. Let's run. The Rocket Bar. Like Johnny Rockets. Neon lanes. Cool. Alright. People in there. Uh-oh, what happened? What you need? I just went through a breakup. Could you give me an emotional drama? Also, I would like a good movie, more of the special effects. Okay. Drama, good. The Mailman Tragedy. This sounds like what you're going through. The breakup over the bath. I cannot. $4. That was a lot of money. Spacebar to close. Frying Pan Ghost Story and The Mailman Tragedy. Both for. Oh. Enjoy your movies. Oh, because that one's old. It's $3.50. Oh, both of them. Four. Oop. I'm about to run out of movies. Hold on. Let me go order some more. I'm coming. I promise. Just don't want you guys to run out of stuff to rant. Let me put these out there. And then I'll go to the flyer stand by the main entrance and pick up a flyer. Go faster. I'm coming, I promise. Was that the King's Treasure cash bag boxing, the offering of the visitor? The Spirit Tragedy? Is that the sequel? Oh no, the grandpa that followed you home. Ma'am. The blood-sucking paladin. What remains of the snake? Inheriting the grandpa. I'm coming, I promise. Alright, let me help you. And then I'll help her. Yes, what you need? Oh, him, sorry. Simple but emotional story, drama, and old. Drama old. Bad critic, though. I want him to like it. We can do that. It's drama and old. Ooh. Hello, ma'am. $1. Oh. I didn't do this. As a new business owner, it's important to promote your store. When things are quiet, hand out flyers to bystanders outside. Hold on. Come to our store. I mean, you don't have to move like that. Yeah, he likes old movies. 1, 2, 3, 4. What can I help you with? You want to watch the worst movie ever made? Bad and drama. Okay. I'm sure we got something that's bad. Wasn't this? Yeah, bad drama old. $1. Faces. I know what these faces remind me of. Beam Hospital. $6.50. Oh, oops. Okay, there's nobody else here. You want to come in? Oh, sorry, you were already coming. Hi. Come rent some movies. Come rent some movies. I stocked the shelves. Luckily, they almost all get more than one. Uh-oh. I'm throwing stuff. I didn't mean to throw it at you. That's what you need. You want to traumatize your grandma with a horror movie? That's horrible. I got you. How about the blood-sucking paladin? Whatever that is. Yeah, we're probably not gonna have a lot of like credit card sales. Classic from cinema class. Old. Yeah, we can get old. Let's see if I have old horror. I just keep seeing old. Oh. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't have it. I'm sorry. His face fell.
Oh.
Oh, the face. He is not happy. Oh, Mountain Dew. Have a good day. Ew. A lot of people need help. I don't have anything, I'm sorry. Oh, so the store closes at midnight? Is that what I'm reading? Can I still get more people come in? Hold on, come back. That might be the last person. Oh, he said no. Alright, then be like that. Sorry, I couldn't help you. Bye, bye. Okay, well, we had some. I was like, why is it mixed? Close the door to finish the day. 29 movies rented, 18 clients. Oh, made over $100. Oh, general shelves. Oh no, it's raining. Wonder what that means. Does that mean it's gonna be slow? Or does that mean it's gonna be busy because people want to rent movies to stay in? Look at the calendar. What are we looking at? Calendar is updated every morning and affects gameplay in exciting ways with new releases, special events, and weather forecast updates. A task list with various objectives is also available to gain extra rewards. Tomorrow, a newly released movie will be available for purchase on the new tab of your office computer. Okay. Cool. Oh, nice. So we gotta stock up on dramas on Friday and Saturday. Okay. Tomorrow's gonna rain too. Many clients will bring back rented movies through the night. Go to the return station to process the returns. Process returned movies at the return station so they can be rented out again. Select the movies on the rack to your right and scan them in the system. You can return and hold up to 10 movies at a time. Ow. No, I do. Oh. Oh yeah, because I'm holding them. Oh. Some movies need to be rewinded. Uh-oh. Do we charge them extra for that? Place the tape in the rewinder to the left to rewind the movie. How do we know if it needs... Oh, this... Okay. This tells you. How dare they? Oh, shoot. Some movies are reserved by customers. Place the movie in the reserved shelf to the left. Oh, nice. Inheriting old grandpa. So I can hold 5, but what happens when I have more than 5? Oh, I can hold 10. Never mind. Once your shelves are stocked full of movies, turn on. Okay. Yeah, we just restock. Let's see what movies we can buy today, too. Get. Ooh, drama old bad critic. Oh, are these just single movies? Oh, so I guess when people request movies. Okay. Let me just leave that alone then, since yesterday we had enough movies. there are some movies we didn't get back, and that's fine. What else can we buy? I know we got the new shelf. Oh. Oh, we have all the shelves. Okay. I don't need that today. I don't want to buy... It doesn't matter. Decorations. Oh, we're not going to be able... Oh, here we go. I'll say we're not going to be able to buy anything, but yes, we can. Equipment. Oh, stations. No, slush machine. Okay. Are my posters back here? They are. Isn't this a poster? Oh, it has to be in the window? Okay. Didn't know that, but that's fine. Alright. Thought it was gonna go on the wall. You see it from the... You don't even see it from the outside. That's not fun. Whatever. Let's just open. Which one of Bits and Movies today? Rent some movies and tell your friends.
Oh.
You guys just opened? I will swing by. See if there's any new channels. Guess that's a no. Yeah, let's just keep it static. Hello. The Offering of the Visitor. Why are people standing around looking? Hope that's positive. A lot of gray-haired people. I was wondering what's gonna happen with these. Drama. The blood-sucking love seat? What? Oh, I see them returning them. Give me a second, I'll be with you. Oops, sorry. I need to watch a classic, old, and drama. Okay, we'll find one. He didn't say it had to be a good movie.
Oh.
Did he say exactly what I was looking for? Oops. I like that they made it so there's always something to do.
Hey.
Too loud. Let me help this lady and then I'll go over to her. Actually, you want to watch the worst movie? Don't worry. Knockout Cupcake. Just say that's... I can't even see. Oh, I thought she was gonna go... Oops. Look for another movie. $42. My goodness. Mm-hmm. Oh. Where the bath waits. That's interesting. Interesting title. I think I want to order some more movies. Hold on. Let me order movies. Now I see why we need a run button. A mammal. The mammal, a true burden. Hans and Fairy. The Banjo Death movie. The Gangster in His Grasp. These are interesting. Ma'am. I don't see how this is mixed. Oh. My bad. This music sounds very Stranger Things-esque. Oh my goodness, this is still here from yesterday? Well. Uh-oh. Did I wait too late? I did not. Here, come to our shop.
Ooh.
Sweet, I'll check it out. Oop, sorry, sir. What are you saying?
Ooh.
Oh, he loves movies. Ow. Yeah, but throw it like that, my goodness. Okay, it's about to be midnight. So we're gonna need more movies. But no, we got the perfect amount. Em, are you okay? You're gonna come in, ma'am, come in. Yeah, we're done. Let me wait and see if there's anybody who's on their way. Yeah, that was a good amount. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I didn't need to get that last batch. Have a nice day. Stay dry. Made 155. 29 returned. Okay. Oh my goodness, serve slush with the slush machine. Oh, I'm excited. New release. Oh yeah. What are the new release from the new? Will be considered new for 7 days. Okay. So. New. Standee bundle promotion. All new releases have a custom standee. Oh, okay. When 5 or more are ordered at once. Additionally, the price per unit decreases. Awesome. Okay. Hell Hotel. Oh, this. I was like, get this standee. What? There it is. You get 10. That's all of our money. Go hard or go home, right? Yes, new movie. Oh, I was gonna rewind these. No, I do have to be careful because since I just got so many of that new release. I was about to say, doesn't something need to be rewound? Let's see if I can get that shelf. Okay. I'll put a couple. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wrong way. Oh, it's not B, it's V. Yes. That way you walk in and you awkwardly almost walk into it. I'm gonna put just a couple out right now. And then as the day goes on and we get more money, then we can get that that shelf. Especially since they're gonna be new for 7 days. Shoot. Ah. Okay, it's fine because this is temporary. All right, so we have enough for right now. Oh shoot, I was gonna get the slush machine. I'm trying to do too much. Oh, no, I'm not. Only 50. Now, how much is the shelf? 140. Okay. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? I think we're ready. Let me get a bunch of people in.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh.
Oh, okay. You guys are already going. Sorry. You walked right past the store. Oop. Hello. The Fighting Hitchhiker. You didn't want the new movie? I wonder if we'll be able to set the prices in the full release. Okay, okay. $7. Enjoy the movie. Only 2 copies. I have to go back in the back and get more. Oh, and the new movie. Nice. $5. Have a good day.
Hey.
Hold on. Jeez. $16.50. That's what do you need? Oh, use it. The Wraith Gone by Midnight. Yes.
Ooh.
$2. Okay, yeah, we can start getting more movies. Yeah. I'm done. Rain in the forecast, lost your job, and your partner left you? Good lord, you need a sad drama. Sure, we got something pathetic over here. Spirit tragedy. The breakup over the bath. That's gotta be sad. Why is he watching me? Oh. Okay. Put it there. Oh. Is it? Okay. $3.25. Nice. Yes. Horror and good. Oh, wrong one. The demonic medicine. Looks good. Looks scary. We ain't gonna get the new movie. What? Let me go get that thing, the shelf. Sorry, y'all. I'll be right there. Lonely? I'm sure we have something. How about retirement with my wolf? I'm sorry, y'all. We need some of these. Oh, I didn't even see the note. I've also got to rewind some movies. Yes, I'll be there. We really need dramas. Who is knocking? No, it's not somebody knocking on my door. Or good. Sure. Let me find one. Oh, perfect. There you go. See what's happening in the back alley? Oh gosh. This isn't a horror game, is it? Oh no. Why would you do? Who are you? The dealer. Got bootleg movies for half their market value. Exclusive adult titles and the occasional holographic rarity. Only the good stuff. Oh, he's only here at 9. Okay, well. Yeah, let's take some adult movies. Horror. Huh? Take all of them. I don't have enough money. Sorry. Where's the door? Oh, it's opened. Sorry, y'all. Want to give you guys new genre. We need more of the new movie. You probably got the last of the new release. I wonder if the people dislike the bootlegs. You need rainbow. It's always one. See if he's still there. He is. Thanks. I know, you guys. Man. I have to buy more shelves. Oh. Oh, I'm about to start the day with like no money. Oh, I'm glad you got the new release. Cause they gone. You too. All right. Let's start this right now so that tomorrow we won't have 11 of them reserved. Drama, drama, drama. Okay. Figure everything else out tomorrow. 40 movies returned and 42 rented. That's good. And then what, 4 bootlegs bought? I'm excited. You've completed your first 3 days. Oh, it is complete. Okay, but can we still play? You've completed your first 3 days as a proud video store owner. It's time to take your business to the next level. Now it's time to spread your entrepreneurial wings and take your business to the next level. It's repeated. Improve your shop with decorations, snack displays, arcade machines, and other goodies to draw in more customers. Keep an eye out for special events like the Fall Harvest Festival happening this weekend. Unlock new movie genres, hire staff, expand your store's footprint, and discover plenty more surprises along the way. Okay, we can play. Oh, good. I was like, that's gonna be just way too much of a teaser if we can't. 4, so you can get 16 of them. The only one to keep it for one night? Just put these. Oh, it's actually 5, so we can do 20. I think I had got 10. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm trying to throw them. Goodness. Hands are full. Drama. 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 Horror. Drama. Drama. Okay. So what am I gonna prioritize? I think I'm gonna get sci-fi movies. Oh, I don't even know if I have enough money to do so. Oh, free. Yay. The singer lurking in the field. Yeah, that sounds like a horror movie. Vampire Disco Queen, Psychotic Fishbowl, Blood-Sucking Race Car. Do I want more shelves? 4 rows and 6. Okay, so I don't have money. And then, what about the new movies? I need 200. Okay. I wonder if I can put a stack of these, because I just stack these up here. Right. Okay. Anyways, we're ready to go. Oh, come on in.
Ah.
Oh, come on in. Oh, you're already going? Okay. You just walked past my shop.
Ooh.
You too.
Ooh.
Just throwing stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh, you got the new release. 43. Lord, what you need? Yeah, of course we have a new release. Oh, I didn't even notice that light blinks when there's movies. Hold on. Let me... We do need to restock some. Reserved. Everybody's reserving movies today. We just... Oh, we didn't need that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Three. We need more of the new releases. Oh my goodness, you got 2 of them. Yeah. I need the new releases bad. No, new. Yeah. We don't need another standee. Trying to see when it goes up. So what is it, 11? Is the 10. Okay. So you may as well get 5. And then you may as well get... If you're going to get more than that, then get 10. I hope you... Oh, my bear never called. Here. Your bear called, finally. The new movie. Need $3? Yep. Okay. I'm getting it quicker now. Are there any more of the new? No. Well, not that I can see, at least. The Wraith Gone by Midnight. What was that noise? Drama. 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 Alright. Let me drop these. Oh my gosh, we need a new release. I need 100. I really don't need that other box. We got 3 of these. $0.50. Okay, they're returning. Reserved. Okay. Don't think I really need anything except for a new release. Okay, is there a drama over here? Yes. And there's a horror adult. Oh, I forgot we had adult movies.
Hey.
My goodness. Alright, blue. I don't think the amount that you put matters. Oh yeah, you need help. Yes, the demonic medicine. This movie seems a little scary. Oh my goodness, we're almost out of the new release. Oh. And I didn't. Okay. I'm gonna put the new releases right there. And we're closed. I'm gonna wait to see if people come through. Yeah. I know how I can use these other two. Oh. There's somebody else in here? No, nobody came at the end. Okay. Let me just put that here for the moment. Envy. I mean, that's too much in front of it. It's close enough. No, I want that to be filled, but I don't have much money. Okay, let me get those sci-fi movies. I can get 2 horror movies. We just have the one. Okay. 135. Nice. Demo level cap reached. Understood. I just really love that we can continue. Oh, today is really busy. And today there's no, tomorrow is drama. Okay. That means I have to make sure I have some money. I need 100 though to get 5. How many is there? 1? Oh my gosh. Oh, but these. Wonder how many I return. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I don't think back in the day you could reserve the new releases. Yeah, because everybody would reserve them. Hands are full. I don't want these. Okay, maybe I don't need to buy anymore. It makes me feel better. Definitely don't. And I don't need to do any more of that. So really we just need more. Are there free packs? 100. Okay. I need shelves. I really just need this. Because since that holds so many, I think it's 20 movies. Let's open.
Oh.
Oh, you're already going, thanks.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh.
They all want the new movie. Why we need employees. Wonder what you can train them to do. Probably cashier first. And then somebody needs to be on rewind duty. Rewind and stock. It tells me I don't need all of these. Oops. Okay, we can do another drama. I'm coming. You must have seen how low in stock we were yesterday. Okay, let me get one of these shelves. Yeah. And it's gonna be for drama, since tomorrow is drama day. Oops. Alright, let me stock the drama, the sci-fi, the drama, drama, and adults. I want to say that guy comes through tonight. I could be wrong. Never did look at this. Meet me out back at 9 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. Yes. So today's Thursday, right? Yep, so he'll be here. I gotta make sure I have money. Yeah, we have new release.
Ooh.
And rainbow. Could use some more horror movies. It's almost time for that guy to be here. Hold on, he's here, right? Oh no, 9 o'clock. Not 19. I'm coming. Oh my goodness, that sounds scary, but good to know that it's not. Bad film. You want to bail? That's horrible. It's really rude. Go get some movies. Hello, what you got? Remember, no refunds? Okay. Oops. Drama, bad. I need you to move though. Gosh. Beat no. Can I tell him to move? 'Cause I can't help him while he's standing there. You really? Nope.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted, but okay. Why do we have people reserving movies and not coming to get them? Okay. So we'll get that so that we can have enough dramas for tomorrow. You know what I could probably use? Let's take them all. Close that door. Oh, there's too many drama. May as well. Okay. $222. Oh, we got more movies returned than we rented. Oh. The Harvest Festival. Can we talk? No? Okay. Yeah. What you selling? Oh, nice. Oh. Yum. I don't think there was anything else that I missed. Does the sign change? No. Okay. Oh, let's look at the video drop. Yep. Yep. Good. The new movie is back. So after a week, I just realized, what do I do with these movies? It won't be the new hit movie anymore. Perfect. But we need more dramas. don't need all these non-drama movies. There we go. Drama, okay. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I don't have anywhere to put all this stuff. Oh, yeah, because that was there. Well. Need its own for adult. That's fine. I'll put these here. And are we ready? I think we're ready. Let me go ahead and do these. At least I have them. And if something's reserved, then we got it. Yep. Oops. You're already going? Cool. You already coming in? Yes. Are you coming in? You're coming in? Oh. Look at her. You don't have to sigh so loud. My goodness. Oh, you guys are returning movies. Okay, so I don't need to do this early then. A lot of people just want to return. Offering up the visitor. Okay, The Gangster and His Grasp. They need to come get their movie. We should be able to charge double if they make us hold it for 24 hours. I didn't even look at this. Let me make sure. Yeah, drama and drama tomorrow. Okay. All right. How many? Okay, we go about half. I'm coming. Okay. And put some. Race gone by midnight. Of course, not the one that's been here forever. Right. Thank you for waiting. My goodness. Mm-mm-mm. All that food coloring. Okay. Thank you for finally coming to get it. Yo. They're not really...
Oh.
They're not really getting drama. Old drama. Actually, let me see if we got it here. You're too close to me. And it's bad.
Oh.
Hopefully it's so bad it's good. Oh, I was like, can I help you? I do want this. And then I need an extra 40 for more. Well, we don't need more movies. What am I doing? I just have a fear of missing out. I feel like today's horror day, not drama day. Which is fine. I just don't have horror movies. Can't keep up.
Her. Your dad left when you were a kid, so you need a drama movie. The breakup over the bath. How about that?
Oh.
Oh, I should have given him something off the desk here.
Hey.
Old drama. Inheriting the grandpa. Do. Well, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure we sold more, well, rented more horror than drama today. Yeah, it's not even the price is different. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Now let me get these sorted out into sections. don't know why I spread them out like that. Part of me wants to get more movies, but I'll wait until tomorrow. 290. Oh, days in XP. Okay. Finish after 7. Okay, so then nothing new is gonna happen. Okay, but we can still. That's cool. Is there? I don't think there's anything new to decorate with. Slush is the only one. Can't get any equipment. Yeah, no more decorations. Oh, customizable sign. I don't know what we'll put on it, but. Are there any free movie? 50. Okay. Why not? Okay. No more. I already have that. Let me rewind everything. Oh, good. More new movies. Am I full? Yes. Horror goes over here. Nothing's reserved. Okay, finally. All right. Actually, I kind of want to put. Should I change the wall? Make that a wood accent. for adults. Oh. Forgot that I had ordered 5 movies that I don't need. That's not it. That's it. Okay. All right. I'll make this my last day. Oh. And I didn't check the... Yeah, plus 40% drama movie rentals. That didn't happen like that, but... Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So it's not even new release day like every Tuesday. Hmm. Anybody needing help? Actually, I have a horror movie here. The toe lurking in the field sounds pretty scary.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't even look at these. No ghosts. There are definitely those. Not to interrupt, but... Oh, I don't have... Yes, I do. I have science fiction. Do I have old science fiction? Okay. Lawyer on the Moon.
Hey.
Gosh. Raised Gone by Midnight. Awesome.
Oh.
Oops. I dropped it on the floor. Okay. You're going in? You're not. You're not.
What are we doing on the new release? Okay. Oop. Wait. Oh, I have to be on the register. Oops. Right, let me put these away. We got a line. Oops. Should have just given it to her. Ooh. There's all those horror movies that they took yesterday. Oh my goodness, we're running low on the new release. That's fine. I'm not ordering anymore. Actually, let me also put this and this. Oh goodness, you guys really like the sci-fi movies. To the new. They were almost closed. Damn. Drama bad. There we got something. Retirement with my family. That does sound like a bad movie. Oh, I was gonna say, is that guy here? No, it's the fireworks. I don't think I have enough. Nope. Man, you guys took all those sci-fi. And all the new releases, literally. And you want lime. Oh my goodness, and a little number pad. Are you the last? It might be. Oh, adult movie, okay.
fast food that followed you home. Enjoy your movies. Right. Well, that is fun. I like this game. I'm really curious to know what we do with the new releases, though. And then when you expand... When you expand the store, you can definitely have like a whole wall of... Or I guess that's where these will go. Oh, I didn't even see that. Old movie. Oh! Adult movies are $6. She's cotton candy popcorn. I didn't even notice the prices. I like it. Oh, oops. Still had one. I didn't pay attention to the light. Alright. Well, because that's definitely all you can do. Search. Oh, order pirated movies. I guess if someone comes in and asks for it. Bath under the bed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that was fun. I am gonna go ahead and call it here. But I can't wait for this movie to be released. Or this movie. I can't wait for this game to be released. It'll be fun. And staff, man, that's gonna help out a lot, especially with popcorn and clearance. Oh my goodness. And 2 more movie genres. Oof. That's a lot. I feel like we're gonna need more than 2 staff, but the developers know better than I do. Alright, well anyways, thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your night.